Hi, I'm Brad Rickard. I hope you enjoy this mod for the Wii slot light. If you have a Wii, you may notice that the slot light really doesn't come on that often. It comes on when you get a message or when you get an update from Wii. This mod helps the slot light to act opposite of the way that it normally does. It comes in really handy. Rather than the light just staying on all the time, it will actually react to what the system's telling it to do. It's just that it's on when it should be off, or off when it should be on, and it'll still fade in and out the way that the light normally does. And you can still turn it off, which is kind of nice. Another nice thing is that the way the light fades when you eject a disc or insert a disc, it'll do that, just in the opposite way. So let's talk about this modification. Now remember, anytime you do a mod and you open the case in any way, you are voiding your Nintendo warranty. So just keep that in mind. You'll need a Nintendo tri-wing screwdriver. You can get those from a place called dealextreme.com. They're pretty cheap. Needle nose pliers, Phillips jeweler's screwdriver, side cutters, and a piece of wire, and a towel so that your case don't get scratched up. So there's 4 screws total. The first 2 are tri-wing screws, and then the other 2 arrows will indicate that they're kind of on the side. So you see the 2 screw locations here on the left side. That'd be like the underside, and then on the upper side as well. You see the arrows indicate that. So now you're ready to slide the faceplate off, and when you do, be careful that you pull the plug loose. There's one small plug and you'll pull it loose from the locations indicated by the arrows, and then there's the culprit. The actual modification is you'll detach B2 and hook it up where R2 is along with the red wire, and then hook up a new white wire to B2. That white wire will get stripped off at the other end. You can use some side cuts for that, and then shoved into the frame, kind of the corner of the frame, between the frame, the chassis, or whatever you want to call it, and the case. It's very fortunate to find a schematic on SICK Mods. This kind of shows it. We're lifting B2-1 and sending that black wire over to join the red wire on R2-1. We're adding a white wire and connecting it to the chassis ground. And you might think, well, isn't it just shorting out? But it's not, because internally the Wii has a 300 ohm resistor to bear the blunt. So careful when you put it back together. And there you have your inverse lighted Wii. I think this is a really good modification. I want to thank Mangsteer for his YouTube video. Kind of gave me the inspiration for this. The inverse wiring there kind of comes from some experience in using NPN sensors in an industrial setting and using them in a PNP application, where you use a pull down or pull up resistor. In this case, the Wii already has the resistor, so worked out real good. It's one of the easiest mods I think I've ever seen. I want to thank SICK Mods and Mike for the music, the closing music, and dealextreme.com, where you can pick up all kinds of cheap stuff as long as you're willing to wait on it from Hong Kong. Happy modding, everybody!